for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back for another episode, man. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify. This on Amazon Music and Spotify, this is going to be episode 14. I'm always forgetting to plug that in the beginning, guys, you know. And shout out to everyone who's watching this worldwide, listening to this on the podcast, and also Facebook and Twitter. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Never forget to hit the like button for the old boy. Today is part 2 to yesterday. I'm going to try to be a little bit more tempered down today. Yesterday, I was on one. As you can see, my eyes are looking kind of chingy because I just smoked some of the stickiest of the icky, right? So it is what it is today. So I'm going to try to be a little bit laid back.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy, Rick James?
And yesterday we did a little house cleaning. We had to, address, some of these Teofimo fanboys who have these channels and they like to cap for them and be a fanboy and like to ride reverse cowgirl on T Diddy's Johnson. And some of these channels, they was Team Haney 1 minute, ride him real good, and after they rolled him out for a little bit, then they switched sides, started dissing Haney, and started riding on Teofimo Sr, T Diddy. This is how they do it, right? This is how they do it. So we addressed that yesterday. I hope that's water under the bridge. Hope that's water under the bridge, right? But the old boy feeling good today. Feeling good today. I have some good stuff. But anyways, before we get into this, let's give everybody a round of applause. And we're going to do this OJ Juman style, man. And we're going to get right into this. We're going to have a damn good show today. I promise you we're going to have a damn good show today. Shout out to Foxing Band.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John McSmith.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Halim in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams. What's up, baby?
Hey,
shout out
okay.
to Kelly Boxing. What's going on?
Hey,
shout out to
okay.
Little Green Eyes P. And shout out to J Styles.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jams in the building. And it is what it is. And shout out to Big Will in the house.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas Jones. What's happening, brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Big Hector Garcia. Big Heck, what's going on, baby? Shout out to Paul Evans and salute to Ava.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my brother Charlo in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Calderon, Novienta Tres.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Havan Soto.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Shout out to Jaguar Thama.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to James Burrell.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Shout out to John Doe. What up, Doe?
Hey, okay.
Heavy Bag in the building.
Hey, okay.
AV Sounds. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the phone lines will be open today, guys. We're gonna do this quick, and I'm gonna open up the phone lines and let anybody want to call in, call in. Y'all can call in. We didn't do it yesterday, but we will have the phone lines open today. I'm gonna talk about 20 minutes, 25 minutes the most, and then I'm gonna open up the phone lines, and we're gonna just have an open phone line show today.
Hey, okay.
But I want to hear what you guys' opinion is. You know what I mean? Shout out to Damian Bennett, and we're gonna look at the rest of the fights that we have coming up this year. We know we have. We'll address that. We're gonna look at the rest of the fights. Let me go ahead and pull this up right now, so I don't forget. You know what I mean? Shout out to my main man, Damian Bennett. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have, man? I like to say, give everybody a shout out before we start the show, out of respect. Shout out to Murats.
Hey, okay.
Let me see something. Excellent connection. Okay. I'm looking at the what the internet strength is right now. Shout out to Rodney Evans. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
I think you new. Shout out to if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We have 90 people watching right now. We need to have 90 likes, at least that. Shout out to James Hickey. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Chase Money. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Egg Shake Farm. Shout out to Kelly Malia, the Queen Kelly Malia.
Hey, okay.
No, Kelly Malia, yeah. Shout out to you, Kelly. Shout out to Zoe Santos.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have, man? Shout out to Ali Muhammad.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Imesa.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Eliza Feliciano.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Charles Stevens. What's going on? What's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jeff Lucietta in the building.
Hey, okay.
Graham Taylor, what's happening, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rick H.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have, man? SCSL, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
South Crow, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, I think that's everybody. Halim in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Memphis 10. Memphis, what's going on, man? Memphis, what's going on, man? He said I'm here. He said I'm here, man. Just at work, man. Hey, listen, man. If you ever go to Tennessee, them boys in Memphis. That's where I got that from. Memphis in Texas. Memphis in Texas. They said, yeah, man. R.I.P. to Pimp C, man. Pimp C, man. He used to always say, man. You know, I'm a huge UGK fan. And I used to listen to UGK way back in the 90s, and you know, Pimp C, Pimp C, you know what I mean, mine, you know, Pimp C, R.I.P. to Pimp C, man. But that's where I got that from, since the 90s. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Elf Society.
Hey, okay.
AB Sound, Solomon Kerr, Richard Slutsky, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to let's see. I think that's it. Well, damn, there's a whole lot more people here. Shout out to Tucayo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to K Causey.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ruben Stovall.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Smokey Joe. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Anthony Evelyn. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
I'm trying to get all the names, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know. That was some good, strong stuff I smoked. That was pretty good, bro. Shout out to matter of fact, shout out to Rick James.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Shout out to Rick James, man. R.I.P. to Rick James, man. Shout out to Pounds, George H, Corey Bradley, Anthony Evelyn. Who else we have, man? Damn, that's a whole bunch of all right, I think that's it. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Ghost. And I think that's it, man. All right. So anyway, let's get into this. Shout out to Troy Graham, man.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, these channels need some sticky icky. Yeah, they need some sticky icky, man. They do. They need some.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Yeah, they need some. They need to chill out. Man, we don't believe you. But anyways, let's move on. Now, everyone knows who the problem is when it comes to the Lopez's. Everyone knows who the problem is when it comes to the Lopez's. Now, between T Diddy and Teofimo Jr., there's a common problem that's going on right there, right? We know that Teofimo Lopez has been struggling to make weight. We know this, right? And some would say, as his father would say, he stayed at 135 too long. You know, when you play Monday morning quarterback and you look and see what I should have did yesterday, you know what I mean? Sunday, when I sit back and look at it, this is what I should have did. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I would have ran, I could have got away. Now I'm in jail talking about what I should have done. We've heard this before, right? We heard this before. That's a saying that we say in Florida. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez Sr. is the problem, and the fanboys know it. So what's next for the Takeover and his radical fan base? Not his fan base. His radical fanboys. What's the next for them, right? After that brutal beatdown, Teofimo Lopez Jr. received at the hands of the new, according to the WBC, not according to Coach Malachi Williams. I know that George Kambosos is not undisputed. Guys, I know that. The title of my show had that in there. The reason why I had that in there, because the WBC acknowledged him as being undisputed on their Twitter page. It's a joke at best. But George Kambosos knows he's not undisputed. He's not even saying that himself. He understands that, hey, he said, man, I'm going to see, can I try to make a fight with Devin Haney for undisputed? He knows this. So we had the Buddha Dean undisputed. Buddha Dean means fake. That's the saying that we say in Florida. Man, that shit Buddha Dean. Buddha Dean mean fake. You know, we had the Buddha Dean undisputed, and then we have the real undisputed. Right? But that's neither here nor there. Let's keep it moving. Now, after that Buddha knockout, that Buddha beatdown that Teofimo Jr. received at the hands of the new undisputed lightweight champion of the world, new undisputed, quote unquote, according to the WBC, not according to us boxing fans, we know better, right? Teofimo and his daddy seems to be at disarray right now. The fanboys are currently on suicide watch. The trolls are in hiding. Teo, in my opinion, he's a young fighter. He can bounce back, but he's going to have to get rid of T Diddy as his trainer. He's going to have to get rid of this hype man, T Diddy. Me personally, I would like to see Teofimo Lopez go to Eddie Reynoso's camp and train with Eddie Reynoso. Since y'all, Ryan Canelo jocked so hard, you might as well just go on over there and say, hey, you know what, man, Canelo, man, you take the sport of boxing serious. I really like what you guys doing over here. Let me go ahead and give it Eddie Reynoso, man, so I can see how it's done. That'll be a good move for Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, right? Now, as I said before, the fanboys are on suicide watch right now. But now, as I said, Teo Jr. is going to have to separate himself from the fanboy YouTube channels that's making him look bad out here on these YouTube streets. They don't love you. They're using you for clout, right? Teo is going to have to humble himself and take his loss like a man instead of being in denial. Stop blaming the judges. The judges were from New York, sir. 2 judges was from Brooklyn. The other one was from the Bronx. They're from New York. That's what I heard. That's what they say, right? Stop blaming Dazn. Stop blaming Eddie Hearn, and stop being in denial. The better man won that night, and his name is George Kambosos Jr., right? As for, now, let's move on. As for the PBC fight card, and the PBC put on a good fight, I'm not going to lie, with Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton, right? Let's move on. Some people felt like Figueroa was robbed in that fight. And I must say, I haven't seen the fight again. I'm going to look at it twice. The fight was 50-50. And I'm not going to lie, the fight could have went either way, right? Now, I must say that I felt like maybe Figueroa did enough to win the fight. That's what I thought after the fight, right? But the judges saw it differently. The fight was very close, though. It was very close, and I'm not upset with it. It's not like it was a landslide victory for Fulton. It was real close. It was a really, really close fight. You know what I mean? So the fight was very close, but I still kind of felt that Figueroa won, in my opinion. Right? But I'm going to look at it again. Let me look at it again. I want to have the volume down and just look at it again. Because Fulton was landing some clean shots. Really clean shots. Right? But the boy Kambosos Figueroa kept coming. He kept coming, pause, and he was working the body. He was doing a whole lot of stuff, bro. And it looked like he was hurting Fulton. Fulton took some punishment in that fight from a body standpoint. From a bodywork standpoint, right? But again, that's neither here nor there, guys. That's just my opinion. I want to look at it again just to make sure. But it was a really, really close fight. But Brandon still, you know what I mean? But as I said before, guys, Brandon Figueroa, he was upset about it. But Brandon is still young, and he can bounce back from this, guys. He can bounce back from this. Now, even though I did pick Fulton to win in a unanimous or split decision, I had the receipts on that I said on Friday. I did pick them to win against Figueroa. I just kind of felt like that Figueroa kind of edged it out at the end. You know what I mean? But, again, it's just my opinion. The guy who I picked did win, though. Now, I would love to see a rematch between Fulton and Figueroa in the near future, because that fight was a really good fight. It was a classic fight, in my opinion. It was a damn good fight. If you didn't see this fight, boy, you guys really missed something. Now, I want to ask the audience a question because I'm going to open up the phone lines. Do you think that Teofimo Jr. should fire T Diddy and get a new trainer? Or do you think he should keep T Diddy on the team as his trainer? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music. This is episode 14. Amazon Music, Spotify, Twitter, and Facebook. And shout out to Steve Kim as well. Let's get into this. Now, let me go straight to the chat. Let's go straight to the chat, man. Let's keep going, man. I want to talk to the people. The people is who we do it for. He says, Tio can't afford Eddie. I guess you're talking about, you're talking about Eddie Reynoso. I don't know, man. I think, if they have a relationship the way T Diddy and them is saying they have a relationship, maybe, who knows? Will says, Taylor will murder Tio. Yeah, my opinion, Josh Taylor would be a problem for Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion. But the only way we would know, we're going to have to watch, they're going to have to fight each other. But it ain't nowhere in the hell. It ain't nowhere in the hell. I'm going for, I would pick Tio to beat on Josh Taylor. I just don't see that, bro. Go says facts, and more facts. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Queen, Lisa Bell. She said, please hit the like button. Yes, press the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the like button. Shout out to my brother Jawan, man, my main man.
Hey, okay.
You know what I mean? Right now, I'm feeling kind of good today, my brother. My brother Jawan out there in Houston, man. H-Town in the building. Really, though. True. Pugilism says, as a fan, just let them navigate their careers. Best versus the best is good talking point, but boxing makes no room for off days. So enjoy the show, fighters, when they get the opportunity. Yeah. When they get the opportunity, man, they got to take advantage of it. Because if you fight, you know what I mean? Like, again, George Kambosos was a 13-1 underdog. A 13-1 underdog. That's what this guy was. A 13-1 underdog, and he pulled off the impossible. Well, he pulled off the possible. I don't want to say impossible. He pulled off the impossible. Shout out to the Queen, Bad Girl, TKO in the building.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. He said judges were from New Jersey. Yeah. Danny Drew. I didn't know where the judges was from. I was just being facetious, just showing that, hey, these judges was from Brooklyn and the Bronx, just to put a little cherry on the top. So, hey, you can't say it was, you got robbed because these judges was from your area. These judges was from America, and the guy fought you in your own city, and this guy was from Australia. So we want to remove all doubt of this robbery that that T Diddy is saying. I was being facetious. He said, James Hickey said, Coach, when Cam said you delusional, mate, look at your face. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that. I had a receipt on that. He says, judge got paid. Went for split decision for 40. Brandon earned a card. Yeah, I want to see that fight again, man. I want to see that fight again. George Jake says, to be fair, Coach, Tio and his dad don't need help in embarrassing themselves. Wait, hold on. The word on the street is this. This is the word on the street. Word on the street. Now let me see now. Word on the street. I want to see. I want to see something now. I want to make sure I know what, I want to make sure. Let's see. Well, I'm hearing that Teofimo deleted his Twitter account. I'm trying to pull it up, but oh boy, they don't even play, boy. They don't even play, dog. Oh man. But Twitter is undefeated, boy. Well, Twitter is undefeated. Well, let me tell you, boy, the internet don't even play, boy. Boy, boy, y'all don't understand what I'm just looking at, right? Yeah, I think he yeah, I don't see. Let me see. No, he didn't delete it. He didn't delete it. It's right here. He didn't delete it. I'm looking at it right here. Okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't want the Takeover to get rid of his Twitter account. Don't do that, Takeover. Don't do that. You looking bad out here on these streets right now. Out here. You looking kind of bad out here on these streets, but don't worry about it. Evelyn says, He says on the Figueroa Fulton fight was tight. Yeah, that was a really good fight, dog. That was a really good fight. Really good fight. Really good fight. Out of this world says, how are you, coach? I think it should be a rematch. Yeah. With Figueroa and Fulton, yeah, I absolutely want to see a rematch. Absolutely want to see a rematch. He said yes, yes. He said yes, but he won't. It's his father, unfortunately. No, I mean, your father can still be your father can still, you can't get rid of your father, but I'm saying just from a training standpoint. You know what I mean? Like, listen, hype man. We don't need too big MC. We don't need too big MC, man. You know what I mean? We don't need Splip Star with Busta Rhymes. We don't need another Flavor Flav. We need a real goddamn trainer, and that's what T.O. Jr. needs. That's what he needs, man. He said, keep him on his team, not on his corner. Can't have you in the corner line. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you can't have you in the corner line. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't have you in the corner line, man. Again, there's no shame in Teofimo losing. Winning and losing in boxing, that's a part of the sport of boxing, guys. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. There's nothing wrong with that. It was the way that how you handled the loss after the fight, and it was all of the stuff that was said before the fight. That it make you, it make you look, it make you look out bad out here on these streets, for a lack of a better term. Make you look real delicate. You know what I mean? Like, God damn, you talking all this shit. Y'all said y'all gonna do this and that, and we undisputed, and it's like they did a world tour showing everybody, look, my son got all the belts. My son got all the belts. We undisputed. And if none of the sanctioned bodies are recognizing us, because they're hating on us. They're hating. You know what I mean? And we were the first ones. We were the first ones to do it.
We did it first. And we motivate.
Cocaine is
the
a
greats.
drug.
This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have so when I call him up, I was like, yo, what do you think? What do you think, Eddie? If we bring the belts together? And Eddie said, that shit is a good idea. I think the only person that can beat Canelo right now is like maybe 4 years or 5 years from now, my son. Like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums.
But once Teofimo became undisputed, look how many champions we got that's undisputed now.
These dudes, I'm just saying, T Diddy got to go. Shout out to Drew for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I'm going to go there. I've seen T Diddy drunk at 4 fights this year. Drunk like Spence levels, coach. How do you know he wasn't drunk in the corner? I really don't know. I really don't know if he wasn't drunk in the corner, my brother.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
That's a good question, though. Oh, shout out to the Queen Lady Shan in the building. Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan in the building. I think she has a show right out the mine. So I'm right out the mine. I think at like 5:15 Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. Jay Styles, John B. Poetic says, T.O. talking about 140. Can he even beat Ramirez? Man, bro, this is what I'm saying. The waters get kind of murky. Shout out to the Queen Karma Serene in the building. I'm just saying, like, what's next? Like, do you guys feel like, do you feel like, hey, man, he gonna need to, he said, Coach Cool Boy Steph said it was a close fight and we can run it back. Yeah, he did say that, but Figueroa didn't agree. I don't think he can make the weight. Hey, you know what though? You might be right about that, Damien. You might be right about that. Now I picked on Fulton to win the fight. Now you know that I picked him to win the fight, but you might be right about that though. Figueroa might be struggling to make that weight. He's a tall guy for that weight division. You know what I mean? And it was a damn good fight. It was a damn good fight. It was razor close. You know what I mean? So shout out to Drew.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Shout out to Drew for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said LeVar Ball stepped back once his sons got to the NBA. No. Remember when his son got to the NBA, LeVar Ball was still capping. but things were not working out, and everyone was telling him, like the higher ups with the Lakers, hey, look here, man, you got to fall back, dog, because your son playing like hot doo-doo over here. You putting all this pressure on him. You saying he gonna be the next Michael Jordan, the next LeBron, he gonna be Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dr. J, Allen Iverson, Steph Curry, all rolled into one. And when you put that kind of pressure on your son like that, and he got to try to deliver because his daddy doing all this goddamn talking. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We got 500 people watching the show. We need to have these likes up. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. We got over 500 watching the show. We need to have the likes up ASAP. You know what I mean? So Martin Ramos, what you say, fam? Shout out to my brother Jawan. He said Garrett Tunde and Brandon Russell beat T.O. at 140. This is facts, let alone the big names. Yeah, hey, I'm glad you brought up the Garrett Russell. Garrett Russell, I ain't gonna know. Garrett Russell Jr., he's a really good trainer. I saw him training his son. I mean, not his son, his brother. I saw him training his brother in that fight. I think that was on the undercard. Let me tell you something, man. I thought his brother lost that fight. I'm being completely honest with you. I thought his brother lost that fight. I really did. He was getting hit with, listen, this ain't no cap. This ain't no cap, dog. Like, I like the kid, but he lost to me. In my opinion, he lost that fight. In my opinion, he lost that fight. Gary Russell's brother had a fight. He lost that fight though. I think that was on the what undercard that was on. That was on the Showtime. That was on the Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton undercard. Yes, he lost. That was the co-main event. So to me, that was clear. But I know what time it is. I'm just saying, to me, that was clear. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying though. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what's going on. I'm trying to get to the chat. As a matter of fact, let's get to some receipts, guys. Let's get to some receipts, and then we're gonna open up the phone lines, okay? Let's get to the receipts, and we're going to open up the phone lines and let the people call in. Because, we do this for the people, by the people, other people, you know what I mean, for the people, and that's what we do. Let's hear right here, shout out to Radio Raheem of Seconds Out. Boy, Radio Raheem be getting the interviews, but I ain't going to lie. Let's hear we ain't going to hear everything that George Kambosos is saying, but let me see something. Let me see something.
I stay focused.
Let me see something.
The battles.
Let's see. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Hard years and
Let's go ahead and do this. This is very touching to me. This is very touching. George Kambosos. According to the WBC, he is the new undisputed lightweight champion of the world. According to them. I can't make this up. I got the receipts for that. I'm gonna show you the receipts.
I to the backyard of these champions. What I done last night.
He said he really, listen what Radio Raheem asked him. And Radio Raheem asked him a question.
My recognition, champion. First of all, hearing those words after your name, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's been a long time coming.
You can't really hear him.
Hard years and I really had to earn it.
So he said he said it's a good feeling. It's been a long time coming. It took him 5 years. He really had to earn it. He got it the hard way. He had to get it the hard way, right? And basically, I'm gonna just summarize this. He's just basically saying that how he broke Teofimo Lopez in the fight. They knew that Teofimo, their plan, they were going to just come out and try to steamroll Kambosos and knock him out. He knew that. And he said they had a plan for that. And they knew if they can weather the early storm with Teofimo trying to just blitz him and knock him out, that they would get him in the end, because they knew that Teofimo was struggling to make weight and all of this stuff there, and he looked kind of dry at the weigh in, and so they knew these things. So their plan was, we're gonna make it a 12-round fight. He didn't know that he was gonna catch him with an overhand right in the first round and drop Teofimo. They didn't know that. And he was basically saying after he touched Teofimo up and dropped him in the first round, he said that Teofimo knew that that took the fight out of him. This is what he was saying. And he misquoted Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali had a conversation with the late great Customato, Mike, which was Mike Tyson's trainer, who discovered Mike Tyson, and he was Floyd Patterson's trainer. Customato came up with the peekaboo style. He did. Peekaboo style is basically for shorter fighters fighting a taller fighter. Muhammad Ali, when he fought George Foreman in Zaire, the Rumble in the Jungle, right? When he fought him over there, before he left, he called Customato. This is documented. This is documented in this book. He called Customato and he said, man, what piece of advice you can give me to help me fight George Foreman? Because everybody said that Muhammad Ali was going to lose against George Foreman. Everyone said that George Foreman was too big, too strong. He was going to knock Ali out. The they-sayers said that. But guess who said, no, it ain't going to go down like that. I'm going to beat George Foreman and I'm going to knock him out. Ali said it. Ali even had people on his team in his corner who did not believe he was going to win the fight. But he did that. So look what happened. As a matter of fact, look what happened, right? Let's see what happened. So Customato said, in the first round, make sure that your first punch hurts him. Make sure that in the first round, when you come into the ring with George Foreman, make sure that first punch hurts George Foreman. So when he feel that punch, he is going to know what time it is, what it's going to be all night long. So he misquoted that. He said that it was Ali to Frazier, but he meant to say Ali to Foreman. I know that for a fact. I know this story very well. Right? And that's what he did. So when he dropped, basically he said when he dropped Teofimo, that's what happened. Right? So I kind of like that. I kind of like that. You see what I'm saying? I kind of like it a lot. And I get what he said. So the boy got it the hard way, right? Now he ain't undisputed. I don't give a damn what the WBC says. He's not undisputed, but
What I done last night, going to the backyard of Lopez's.
And that's it.
To get all these.
And that's it. That's it. It's a boring interview. Y'all can check it out. I mean, we ain't got to go through all that. It's a boring interview. But he made a valid point. Right? And now Leonard Ellaby. Now you guys know how I am on about Leonard Ellaby and stuff like that. But Leonard Ellaby made a valid point about Teofimo Sr. Whether you like Leonard Ellaby a lot, and you know I like to talk about Leonard Ellaby, he's my favorite promoter right now. He is my favorite promoter. I like to call him Snots' nose and stuff like that. But outside of that, he's my favorite promoter. He's funny. I like to laugh, and Leonard is very funny to me. But I think he had a point here because, as I said before, once Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko last year, I said that he changed. He kind of changed a little bit. They changed a little bit. You see what I'm saying? He really did. And and to me, he still hasn't changed at all.
You're going to be seeing Teofimo Lopez at 135, 140, 147, 154, 160, 168. I see him going all the way up. We might even fight Canelo 4 years from now. You never know. I think Canelo's the only person that I respect in the game right now, that's really doing it. And I want my son just to be just like him or better, and Canelo knows it, man.
Yeah, so the brother T Diddy has to go. All in the videos, singing, dancing, hogging up all the microphone time. T Diddy is what they call him, right? T Diddy is what they call him. Yeah, he gonna have to go. T Diddy is gonna have to go. The man say all kind of outlandish stuff. Let's see what else we got. He says all kind of outlandish stuff. Wait a minute, guys. I have a whole, and what I don't like is this. What are they gonna do later on down the line? T Diddy did say that him and his son learned their lesson.
What was the number one lesson you learned tonight?
Number one lesson is don't fuck with the industry because the industry could hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I told him a lot, from now on, we're just going to stay quiet and not mention no names.
Yes, he's right. From now on, you're going to stay quiet and not mention no names. He seemed like he's been humbled right now, guys. He seemed like that he's been humbled, and maybe it's getting round to T Diddy. Shout out to Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your board.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, hit the like button, familia, and subscribe. Yes, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. This is the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and on Amazon Music. Let's get into this. Now, shout out to Mark Ashley for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your board.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mark says we had 2 fights in 2 weeks where the father seems to be the problem. Listen, bro. Listen, we can't be having these T Diddies and K Diddies and B Diddies all in the videos, singing, dancing. If you are a fighter and you are tired of your daddy being all in the videos, singing, dancing, you know, jumping in front of every camera that he sees and hogging up all of the airtime, come over to Death Row. Y'all come sign with Death Row, man. Y'all come sign to Death Row. Because listen, man, listen, these father-son combinations ain't working right now. These T Diddies ain't, you know, these T Diddies ain't working. You can keep, you know, and let me tell you something, man. I told you guys I was hearing a whole lot of stuff out there about this boy.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, man, I been hearing a whole lot of stuff out there about T Diddy, man. That's all I'm saying. T Diddy, K Diddy, and B Diddy. You know, y'all can figure out which ones I'm talking about. You can figure out which ones I'm talking about, man. But we hope that and listen, as long as the father plays his role, you cannot live your life vicariously through your son. Your son is the fighter. You trained him, you helped him get to where he's at. Okay, that's fine. But it's like these fathers of these fighters, it's like they are attention whores. They are attention whores. They clamor for the spotlight. I gotta be seen. Oh, there go a camera. There go a camera. This is what we gonna do. Hold on, man.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
This is what we gonna do. I got a camera. Hold on, man. Oh, you know, I got a camera right here. This is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do.
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
Gotta give him some guts.
Wasn't going away. You got your shot. Now give me mine.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So now, what do we have next for T Diddy and the boys? T Diddy and the boys, I think that Teofimo's going to move up to 140 pounds. I say, get the hype man out your corner. Don't be out here on these shitling streets, you know, being all in the videos, creating this rabid fan base that like to go around and attack people, talking about they're going to do A, B, C, and D, right? Talking about what they're going to do A, B, C, D. You know, when I hear these fanboys, right? When I hear these fanboys telling me about what they're going to do, these Teofimo fanboys are like the Wilder fanboys. You know, they go around and threatening people and say all kind of stuff, right? And that's T Diddy. T Diddy, it's your fault, T Diddy. And Teofimo's going to have to, hey, dad, you my dad, but I just want to keep it father and son, not father, son, and trainer. That's what we're going to have to do, right? Yeah, and you be talking too much, and you got me tripping. I'm going around the world, clout chasing Canelo, showing my French fries belt. I'm doing all this stuff, man, and I end up getting my ass beat in my own backyard by George Kambosos Jr., right? And that's what happens. You see what I'm saying? So I think he should move up and wait. Let him move up and wait. Now, he say he want to fight Josh Taylor. He's going to have to work his way up to fight Josh Taylor. Meaning he should fight Regis Prograis. He should fight Jose Ramirez before he get to Josh Taylor. That's what I feel like. You know, you shouldn't just have to go straight and just fight Josh Taylor. Okay, we're going to see if you can deal with his weight class. Fight Jose Ramirez when you go to 140. Fight Regis Prograis, and then we can see what's up with that. You feel me? But when I hear these dudes, you know, talking about they got shooters and they going to do this and that, this is what I hear. That's all I hear. Just a bunch of that's all they doing. Barking. Little dog bark. And then as soon as you see them, yelping. That's what they do. That's what they do. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, a bunch of little chihuahuas out there, you know, they be barking and stuff. But then, you know, don't pay them no never mind. Don't pay them no never mind. Don't pay them no never mind. Right? We ain't worried about that. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is what I want to say, right? Let me go ahead and pull up this other receipt. But I think Leonard was pretty on point with this.
Well, I just think that Teo's a very good fighter too. Let me go on the record. He's a very good fighter. They're just delusional about the business. Him and his pops are very, very delusional. His pops is the biggest fucking clown in the entire sport.
Now you know. Now you know what? My main man Leonard, my favorite promoter, next to Don King, the guy who I love to just talk all kind of trash about how he did his black fighters, and it's the truth. But outside of Leonard Ellaby, man, let us say that T Diddy is the biggest clown in the business of boxing. And guess what? He's right.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
He's right. There's no father in the sport of boxing that's a bigger clown than T Diddy. True. Now wait a minute. Hold on. I just thought about something. I forgot about Tyson Fury's father. Tyson Fury's father is he is the biggest clown because he like 6'7". So Tyson Fury's father is a huge clown as well. Now I know this going to offend some Tyson Fury fanboys because they be fans of the fathers. I've never seen fans who were fans of fighters' fathers. They cap for the fighters' fathers. Like that's some new booty shit. This is some new booty shit. I ain't never seen nothing like this. My 40 years, I've been watching boxing since I was 6 years old. My 41 years of watching boxing. I've never seen nothing like this I've seen before in my life. True. When you have fanboys, not only fanboying for the father, but they fanboy for promotional companies and they fanboy for and the other fighters as well. So you fanboy for the fighters, you fanboy for the fathers, and you fanboy for promotional companies, and you go around threatening people.
To this day.
This shit don't make no sense.
Hey, okay.
I don't get it. But between T.O. Sr., T Diddy, and J Diddy, John Fury, I don't know who's the biggest clown now that I think about that. But to be fair, I think that T Diddy, he might get a little bit more camera time, more so than John Fury. Shout out to Real Dude Uprising.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said T.O. Sr. has a world belt of for Clooney. He never lets up and will always talk with denial. Yes. He always talk in denial.
What?
That is true. He always talks in denial.
What?
For real though.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just being honest with you, bro. I'm just being honest. He always talk in denial. Always. He's always in denial, bro. T Diddy is always in denial. I think that dude is. Hold on, man. Y'all bear with the old boy for a moment. You know what I mean? Yeah, so he don't accept responsibility. He don't accept responsibility for nothing. Let's go ahead and open up these phone lines for everybody. We're gonna open up the phone lines. We're gonna open up the phone lines so anyone can call in, but we don't worry about the chihuahuas. Yeah, we don't, we don't worry about that. Not over here. You ain't got no track record, homie, of doing anything to anybody, homie. We ain't worried about that. I buried you niggas yesterday. Let it go. Let it go. Please let it go. I'm asking you. I'm pleading with you. I'm begging you. You might want to let this go.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Because I'm petty. I'm super petty. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to the queen, Bad Girl TKO.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
She say, listen, had they listened to Bob at the start, this never would have happened in my opinion. Settling Bob is good. Say what you will about Bob, but he knows boxing. Yes, Bob does know boxing, and you don't hear anything about Bob Arum robbing his fighters out of money. I've been looking. Hey, Bless. I mean, not Bless. Bad Girl. I've been looking. I mean, I've been doing all kind of research. You say what you want to say about Bob, but no fighter can say that. He's just ripping them off, taking their money. He pay you what you're supposed to get paid, and that's it. That's it. He paid what you're supposed to get paid, and that's it. Let's go ahead and do this, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we don't want these other fighters. We want to see the best fight the best, right?
But this bum is taking the easy matches. Fighting other bums.
We don't want no more bum fights. So there's some good fights for Teofimo at 140. And hopefully George Kambosos and Devin Haney can come together and make that fight happen. Because George Kambosos is with Lou DiBella Promotions. Lou DiBella Promotions probably should be able to work something out with the Dazn, work something out with the Haneys, and maybe they can make that fight happen. And whoever wins that fight will be the real lightweight undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He say Bob is cheap as hell. Well, you know, yeah, he might be cheap, but yeah. He ain't getting, he's not on the stipend. You know what I mean? He's not on the stipend over there. You see what I'm saying? You got some promotional companies, you know, we ain't gonna say no names. I'm gonna say that in the cut, just in case when I see these PBC fanboys come over here capping. I got something for y'all too. He says T.O. shut down his Twitter account. No, I don't think he did. I just looked at it. I just looked at it, fam. I don't think he did. His Twitter account is I know he didn't shut it down. He didn't shut it down. This is it right here. He didn't shut it down. This is Twitter account right here. No, he didn't shut it down. You see what I'm saying? So that's not true. I thought they said he did, but it's right here. He got the picture of him. He got the picture of him and this what he got right here. Oh, this what he got. Madison Square Garden. See, this is the problem right here. This is the problem. This is the problem right here. You feel me? This is the problem. This is the problem. You feel me? That's it right here. See, once he won this, he thought he was Thanos. And this is the worst thing that could have happened to him. Matter of fact, let's say this. This right here, man, just yesterday, it was all good. Nah, but his Twitter account's still up, guys, as you can see. He haven't posted anything. He did say, thank you for all the love and support tonight. I'm grateful for you all, and I know God has plans for me. He say they can punch me high, kick me low. It's going to take more than that to break my soul. God bless everyone. Happy holidays. See you all back in the ring in 2022. Now they got to go back to the Bob father. But they tail tucked between their legs. Bob, you know, I know I wanted to be all in the videos. And you can hear the conversation right now. Bob say, look, kid, you're blowing it. I told you, something is wrong with your father. He's sitting here all in the videos. He's dancing. He's singing. He's talking to everybody who has a microphone. Tell him to shut his big mouth. I offered you the money for the George Kambosos fight. I told you how much it costs. I have some of the best, you know, accountants and financial advisors in the business. And when we crunch the numbers, kid, you're just not a star like that, kid. So this is what I'm going to pay you for the George Kambosos fight. Man, you're crazy, Bob. Bob, you're crazy. My son's a superstar. He beat Lomachenko. He undisputed. Listen. T Diddy, listen. You're not undisputed. Cut it out. You're not undisputed. So he went all around the world talking about undisputed. Even went and recruiting YouTube channels who was capping for. Threatening people. They was capping hard. D-Ride, reverse cowgirl. Riding hard. God, I ain't never seen y'all riding for T Diddy. I'm Team Haney. Oops, let's switch sides. I'm Team Lopez. Yeah, the Takeover. It's the Takeover. I'm like, what the hell wrong with this? I ain't never seen it. I ain't no YouTube channel dick ride like. Oh, they do. They did the Wilder like that, and they still do Wilder like that as well. But then they did ride like, God, what the hell is this? What the? You feel me? Kid, you're blowing it. This fight is only worth $3.something million. No one knows who Kambosos is, and you're not a star like that. My son undisputed. He's undisputed, Bob. I'm going to show you. Bob said, okay. They ran to the zone, right? They ran to the zone. That shit ain't work out. They had to, and then they ended up getting, they ran to Triller. He went and posted all this crazy stuff. Yeah, finally getting what I'm worth, what I'm getting paid. They went on a world tour talking this shit. Now, what he's saying now? What is he saying now? T Diddy, is there anything that you have learned from this lesson?
What was the #1 lesson you learned tonight?
Number one lesson is don't fuck with the industry because the industry could hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I told him a lot, from now on, we're just gonna stay quiet and not mention no names,
Yeah. I think he's humbled right now. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I think. That's what I think. He said, Coach, does this mean that Loma was really hurting in the TL fight? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I have no inside information on that, my brother. If we're honest, Loma didn't start fighting until the 6th round and won 6-11, in my opinion. Or maybe Kambosos is really that good. It could be maybe Kambosos is really that good. He was a 13-1 underdog. He was a 13-1 underdog. This guy right here, he said, "Can you do better yourself?" T.O. lost honorably, but his mouth, yeah, but your mouth too. Oh, okay. Seems like he, whoa, oh, but wait, look like we about got a fanboy right here. Oh my God, are you upset, sir? Are you referring to me, sir? Are you referring to me? I'm just saying, you know, hey man. Matter of fact, let me open up these phone lines. Hey man, I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but I'm just saying, man, you know, you over here. You over here, so you know, you are over here. If you don't like what I'm saying, Eleazar, guess what? You can take your ass off the move, remove your ass off the block. If you are Teofimo, matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's sound the alarm, y'all. Let's sound the alarm. Warning, warning, warning. If you are a Teofimo Lopez fanboy, you might want to get your ass off the block. Warning, warning, warning. If you are a T Diddy fanboy, you might want to get your ass off the block. If you are a fanboy of any fighter and you love fighters more than you love the sport of boxing, you might want to get your ass off the block. If you are a fanboy, just know that I do not give a damn about you. I do not like you. I care nothing about you, and I don't know why your fanboy ass is here. We do not shed tears for fanboys over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. We do not care about your feelings for fanboys over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. We care nothing about coddling fanboys. We care nothing about holding fanboys. We care nothing about making love to fanboys over here. If you are a fanboy and you love fanboying more than you love the sport of boxing, this is not the channel for you. You can take your ass off the block. We don't need you over here. I did not ask you to come over here. And if you are a fanboy and if you subscribe to the channel because you thought I was going to be a fanboy of your favorite fighter, please unsubscribe and get your ass off the block. This is a warning. Care nothing about you. Care nothing about you, sir. That's your warning. If you don't like it, get your ass off the block and block yourself. We don't give a fuck about you over here. Remember that. If I hurt your feelings, good. I intended to. Shout out to the real dude Uprising.
Hey, okay.
These fanboys make me fucking sick. I hate these niggas. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, man, don't believe it. The day Teofimo Sr. is quiet, he would get about Ice Machine. That's a warning to the fanboys. I don't like your ass. I swear to God I don't. You can see it in my eyes. I don't like you. I don't give a fuck about you. I hate fanboys. I love the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. Your fanboy leave, block yourself, don't never come back. And stay away from the, if you live on the second floor, stay away from the window. Do not jump. I feel for you. All right, now let's get back into this. Let's put the phone lines up. Maybe one of these fanboys want to call in. Let's put the phone lines up. Maybe one of these fanboys want to call in. There go the number right there, man. There go the number right there. 530-494. 530-494-9636. The number's on the screen. Number's on the screen. Let me make sure I have it set up good. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. What you think Teofimo Lopez's next move should be going forward? How do you feel about what's transpired? How do you feel about the denial of T Diddy about what happened in the fight. How do you feel about the denial of Teo? Let's talk about it. We ain't ducking no fanboys today. Be respectful. Be respectful. But we ain't ducking no fanboys today. I hope I cleared their ass out. I hope they left. I hope they left. The number's on the screen, 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. If you call in the UK, outside of the country, you can call through WhatsApp. Shout out to Ambitious Hustler.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I got you. Hold on, my brother. Yeah, salute. Ambitious Hustler. Salute for keeping it real, man. Yeah, we have to. We don't do no dick riding for subscribers, likes, none of that. I hate fanboys. And they hate me. But they watch me every day. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Damien calling from Baltimore.
Damien, what's going on, fam?
Hey, man, I got a question.
Go ahead.
And this don't have to. This not. Let me get it together. Okay, 135. Right, we got the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
So Devin Kambosos fights. Right, we get a winner. What do we do with the quote unquote official WBC belt? Aren't we back at the same situation?
No, if Kambosos and Devin Haney fight each other, the winner's gonna be the real undisputed champion. It's
okay,
that.
but then what happened?
Go ahead.
So one will be the French fry. One will be the French fry champ, and the other one, then they have to drop the belt because of the elevation, correct?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. As it relates to the French fries belt, Mauricio Suleiman does what he wants to do. He's changing the rules on the fly. First, the belt wasn't transferable. Then it got transferred to Teofimo. Now it's been transferred to George Kambosos. So, brother, I don't know what's going on with let's say this. However Mauricio Suleiman is feeling that day, that's what the rules are going to be at the moment. The WBC is by far one of the most crooked sanctioning bodies in the history of the sport of boxing. I know a lot about the WBC, my brother, because Don King used to do wonders with them with Jose Suleiman. And I have receipts on that as well. So who knows? I don't know, man. All I know is this here.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I'm like, we'll have the same situation over again. I understand the Devin Haney fans will be like, oh, Devin's undisputed if he wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if Kambosos wins? Are they going to still catch the same way?
No, if Kambosos wins, he's the undisputed champion because he has the final belt. He has the WBC champion, the main WBC championship belt, not the designation, not the French fry belt.
Do you
Go ahead.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Because now that's a designation, that's an elevation. So what? I mean, I know we can't answer the question, but what do we do with that WBC belt now?
Man, listen,
official.
That's not our problem. But what we do with it, this all I know. Devin Haney has a belt. If he fights somebody and loses, he will not have that belt anymore. We can agree on that, right? So if Devin Haney fights George Kambosos, hell, if Devin Haney fights me, and if I beat Devin Haney, I will be the new lightweight champion of the world. So if whoever Devin Haney fights next, if he loses, that person who have the WBO, the IBF, the WBA belt, and they will be the new undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. That will be in the history books, the record books, all the people who keeps track of all of the documentation. Well, that's what we do know. You know what I mean?
I think that makes sense to me and you, but we still got disputed because of this belt. But okay.
Yeah, I'm
falling back in the chat, man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. Shout out to Damien, man, for calling from Baltimore, man. Callers, y'all call back in, man. Listen, he said Teofimo is now. Shout out to Real Dude.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
He says, shout out to Real Dude.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Teofimo is now in a bad position of having to chasing for fights now. Yeah, he has no leverage. T.O. Brains, you hit the nail right on the head, dog. He has no leverage. Whatever leverage he had, he has no leverage. He has no leverage. And this fanboy is still here. We ain't gonna block you though, because you being respectful. We're not gonna block you. You still here though. So apparently you like the verbal abuse that I give you. So since you like the verbal abuse, I'm gonna be picking on your ass all fucking day. Shout out to Dennis Wilson.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Caller, hold on. He says the WBC tweeted and said Kambosos is undisputed. Yes, I showed that yesterday. So wouldn't that supersede the WBC belt that Devin Haney has? I have no idea. This is the problem. As I always said before, Mauricio Suleiman is the author of confusion when it comes to this French fries belt. That's the problem. But George Kambosos, no, he's not undisputed. He knows this. Shout out to Chick for dropping that bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Caller, hold on. I'm going to get to you. He says it's my understanding that the other sanctioning bodies will not recognize the undisputed title unless it's the regular belt included. Your understanding is correct. True. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Juan from Houston, Texas.
You say Quan?
No, Juan.
Oh, Juan. What's going on, fam? What's up with you, Juan?
Hey, man. First of all, I just want to say, boxing won on that fight. That was a great fight.
Yes.
Errors on the Teofimo side, 100%. He should have won that fight, but lost it because of, first of all, Dad. Second of all, I don't think that the corner did the right thing or was working the cut properly. And just game plan. The game plan was off. He should have won that fight. I'm not a fanboy.
Right.
I like boxing. Teofimo can fight. He's a good boxer. If he gets back into it and gets a better coach and listens to him, he can be a champion again. But right now, if he follows being the same person that he is, or he was his past fight, there's not much more he can do there, man. There's a lot of fighters, hungry fighters coming up, and this happens whenever the fame gets to your head, just like Mikey Garcia. I think Mikey Garcia, he got beat by like a nobody because of the same thing. Same thing. No game plan. Doesn't take the sport seriously anymore. That's how it is.
Mikey Garcia, Mikey, I think Mikey had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm not capping for Mikey at all. He did lose to a guy that no one saw he was going to lose to. Let's be honest with you. He should have beat that guy. He should have beat that guy in my opinion, but he didn't. He lost. He clearly lost. But with the Lopez's situation, the problem is not the fact that he lost. He's young. He'll bounce back. We're not even talking about the loss. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. We're not even talking about the loss. It was the antics leading up to the loss and the antics after the loss, the denial, everyone that is against us, and and they robbed us, and I should have stuck with Dazn. And it's the antics of the father wanting to be all in the videos, doing all kind of stuff, talking. Just they made whatever momentum, whatever love that people had for Teofimo at that time. People turned against him, not necessarily because of Teofimo, but it was his attitude. He was acting like a diva.
The same thing that rose him to the top broke him down.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, go ahead, man.
Man, I'm excited to see what's next. I feel like fighters should keep fighting like this. We need to see that Errol Spence, Crawford. Fighters should keep fighting like this. Between each other. Ryan Garcia, hopefully he comes back and starts fighting again. And man, there's a lot of matchups. There's a lot of matchups now. So I'm excited for boxing. It's gonna be 2022. No, 2022 is gonna be nice.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, shout out to Juan, man. I appreciate you calling in, fam. Shout out to Juan, man. Phone lines are open, 530-494-9636. Big Ron says, I doubt he gets the arrogance away from him. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's his daddy, man. He got to get rid of his daddy, in my opinion. Now, you know, he can't get rid of him being your father, but dad, listen, man, you know, I need you to go to the side a little bit, man, because right now you being too big MC, you being Spliff Star, right now you being Diddy, you know, you want to be all in the videos and stuff like that, and I got too much going on in my life, I'm distracted. Dad, you know, you ain't helping my cause. You ain't helping my cause. I don't see no one online picking on Teofimo because he lost the fight. No one is even talking about the loss of the fight. They're talking about all of the other shit that went along with it and after the fight. They're talking about that, the denial, you know, and now they've been humbled. You know, and that's the problem. Oh, we got a call coming in, guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button for the old boy. Got a call calling in.
Hung up. Goodbye.
All right, he hung up. He hung the phone up. So, let's see. Got another call calling in. Let's see what's up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Mike from Boston.
Mike from Boston. Mike, what's going on? What you want to talk about?
What's up, man? Hey, man. Teofimo Lopez, man, he's starting to look like Adrian Broner out there, man, with that bullshit he's talking about in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, Teofimo Jr. is young. Again, I'm not gonna like bang on him because of he lost, but I get what you're saying, the antics. Now, I think Adrian Broner, it's amazing you brought Adrian Broner up. I'm glad you brought him up because I got something that I wanted to show you guys. But yeah, I think what Adrian Broner and Teofimo's situation is from an antic standpoint, I do get what you're saying, but I think they're kind of different because Adrian Broner I think he was just over the top with it himself. And then he started drinking and doing all this other stuff. And, you know, just a whole lot of stuff going on with Adrian Broner. But I think it's the antics, man. It's the antics, dog, that people didn't like. And they turned them against Teofimo. And until they address that, until they just humble themselves and say, you know, this is what I would like for T Diddy to do. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. You know, I've been acting the ass. You know, my son is a reflection of me. I haven't done the best things that I should have in order to make this situation for my son a whole lot better. And I ran my mouth a little bit too much, and it messed up everything. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fall back, work on some issues with myself, and I need to stop trying to live my life vicariously through my son and allow him to be the fighter that he's going to be and support him in the father role. That if he do that, everybody, I'll be the first one to come online. You know what, man? I like that, man. I like what T Diddy did. I like the way he did that, man. You know what, man? We're gonna give him a pass and give him, you know, and don't be so hard on him. But he's not gonna do that. But
yeah. I agree. No, I agree. Like, I mean, I was kind of exaggerating with the Adrian Broner thing. I just was saying he sounded like him when he went up there talking about, everyone knows I won. And meanwhile, the entire crowd, his home crowd, was booing his ass in his hometown. It was sad, man. It's just sad.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, Mike, I appreciate you calling in, fam. We got other calls calling in.
No doubt, man.
Mike from Boston. Mike from Boston. Got another call. See, I think people will forgive him if he did that. Hold on, guys. Caller, hold on, caller. Hold on. Let me I gotta address some of the people in the chat. James Hickey saying, Coach, do you think that after COVID year, 2021 has been a great year for boxing? Yeah, 2021 has been a great year. 2021 has been a great year, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. The Queen Kelly Ellie says that she said Teo literally should have won, but shout out to Australia. Teo make history in other countries. How you lose in New York? Yeah. How you lost? I'm not even tripping about the loss. It ain't even that. It's just everything else that came with it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what the people are talking about. Everything else. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Baltimore, Maryland. Named Tony.
Tony, what's going on? Tony from Baltimore. What the lick read, baby? What you want to talk about?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I think it's going to be very hard for T.O. to get away from his father because his father want to stay in the spotlight so much. I don't think he want to get out of that because it's like the father want to act just like he's the fighter. The same thing with when T.O. came in. the fight, I don't even think he had a game plan.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Like, I was listening to some of the stuff he was telling them in the corner, and there was no strategies. There was no, okay, listen, man, you know, you got to give him a feint here. When you feint here, he's going to overextend the right hand. When you overextend the right hand to try to hit you with an overhand right, you come on the inside with a short left hook, and then follow it up with a right hook to the body. It was none of that. It was some hype boy shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
All right. So let me ask you this: if T.O. moves to 140, it's more tougher fights in 140.
Yeah.
So how do you think he's gonna do there?
We won't know until he fight him. We can speculate. We can see. And Tony, you know, I don't know how long you've been watching the show, but the way I am, I'm like this. We can sit back and look and say the eye test, oh man, this fighter should beat this fighter, this fighter should win. We do that all the time, right? But I have a saying over here. The only way we are going to truly know if this fighter can beat that fighter, they're going to have to fight each other. So we can speculate all we want, but you know, in the sport of boxing, any given night a fighter can lose. So we'll just have to see if what T.O. will be able to do if he moves up. If he moves up, we'll see what he'll be able to do then. That's the only way we're gonna know, my brother, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna be gone. But if I was George, I wouldn't even give him a rematch. And I'm gonna be honest, from the antics that he did the other night, and you know, and came on and said, you know, I want to fight and all this, I want to match. And honestly, it's just like throwing a coin in the air if George really gonna give Dazn, you know, Devin Hansley a fight if he do win this Saturday. I mean, you know, because a lot of fighters these days, what they do is now is not like back in the day. Everybody was fighting everybody. Today is like everyone just duck everybody because everybody just want to make some money, and like T.O. and his father just run around and say, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, and you don't fight nobody at all. I mean, and you can't even say, and me, I can't even say, you know, Camelo is the best. I mean, because he don't even fight nobody. He pick and choose, and he pick and choose everybody he fight. I mean, the same thing with him. I mean, because you got a franchise belt, and the franchise belt stops you from fighting any of your mandatories. I mean, that's stupid. And then you paying, you know, the rest of them just to have the belt. You got to pay like about $700,000 to $600,000 just to keep having that belt. That's crazy.
Let me.
I mean, I don't even understand that.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Do you think that the other champions in the weight divisions should fight each other? Let's say the Canelo situation, right? Do you think that the other champions in the division should fight each other if they're not able to land a Canelo fight?
Yeah, I think they should. They can have like a do like a tournament or something.
A tournament, tournament.
I mean, like a tournament into the best two at the end get the most money. I mean, and maybe that'll drive everybody in there. Like the same thing when you're saying Ryan Garcia. Right. You know, everybody keep throwing his name out there like he's the best. Who has Ryan Garcia been fighting? He don't fight nobody. Every fight he does, I'm hurt, I'm this, I'm that, because he don't want to fight nobody. But his fan base, you know, like jumping up and down because it's Ryan Garcia, but he don't fight nobody.
Yeah.
So everybody saying that's the money fight. That's the money fight. Even Davis and, you know, Tank Davis from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore.
Right.
And Tank Davis like, hey, that's the money fight out there. But how can that be the money fight if Ryan Garcia ain't fighting nobody?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, man.
I mean,
hey, Tony, we got other callers calling in, my brother, man. I really appreciate the call, fam.
Yeah.
And I thank you so much for calling in.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. You have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too, sir. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Do that for the old boy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Yeah, this is a no-fly zone for fanboys. This station, this channel over here, this podcast, New Media Today USA Boxing is a no-fly zone for fanboys. We hate fanboys over here. We got a new call calling it. Caller, hold on, caller. Hold on, we got you. In the hell? Hold on, caller. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Jay from Boston.
Jay from Boston. What the link read, baby? What you want to talk about?
So my understanding of the French fries belt is that it's kind of like the WBA's super belt, right? But it was just made for Lomachenko. My question is, when the WBA brought in this super belt, why was it accepted from the other sanctioning bodies?
Man, I have no idea. When it comes to these sanctioning bodies, man, these guys do what they want to do when they want to do it. 1 minute is this. Like literally, the sanctioning bodies work like this. The sanctioning bodies do whatever they need to do in order to make money for the company. They understand that there are a plethora of fighters out there. You know what I mean? That if they can create, that if we can have these fighters fight for certain other belts outside of the main belt, we can continue to get sanctioning fees from all of these different belts. So it's like we have the WBA regular, the WBA super, the WBA PapaJohn.com, the WBA Mario Brothers belt. We have the WBA Dragon Ball Z belt. We got the WBA Piccolo belt. So we're going to have all of these different belts. We're going to have all of these different versions of all of these different champions of the same belt, but different variations of that same belt. And everybody's going to pay sanctioning fees. That is the business of the sanctioning bodies. Remember the key word I said, the business of the sanctioning bodies. And that's what we have right now. That's what we have right now.
So if the WBC decided to make a franchise belt for each class, would they have a better chance of having it be recognized as undisputed?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question, man. But I don't like the sanctioning bodies, the promoters. I don't like nobody. When it comes to that, all I care about is the boxers in the sport of boxing and the fighters in the sport of boxing. That's all I care about, man. These sanctioning bodies, man, it's just a whole. If it was up to me, I would have all the fighters. We gonna drop all of your belts. The hell with y'all. We just gonna fight each other anyways. Forget the belts, and all of the fighters just gonna fight each other. And I still pay to see those fights because I watch fights not based on whether you have a belt or not. I'm gonna watch the fights based on the skill set and the talent level. And if you're the best fighter in that division, fighting another guy that's the best fighter, I would pay to see that. It's not gonna be based upon whether you have a belt or not, in my opinion. But thank you so much, Jay, for calling in, fam. I really appreciate the call, fam.
Hey, Coach, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Zachary says that do you think that this loss will increase or decrease Teofimo Lopez take on Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia? Well, he's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is a 130 pounder, right? He's a 130 pounder. So that ain't gonna happen. Teofimo, if he's catching hell, making weight at 135, he's not gonna fight these guys unless these guys move up to 140 or 147, whatever he decides to move up to. You see what I'm saying? So that's what that is. But it won't increase his chance of getting to Shakur Stevenson because it's two different weight divisions. Two different weight divisions now. You know what I mean? Because he's moving up to 140. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Bruce goes, Coach. What's happening?
Bruce, what the link read, baby? What's going on with you?
Yeah, just smoking some of that good green over here, man. I figure I'll chip in on this fight we saw last weekend.
Yeah, man. Do you think that Teofimo Sr. is the problem, and that maybe Junior should just move on from his dad from a training standpoint?
Absolutely. Anybody that was paying attention and had the volume on, you could see Lopez in the corner. Like you said, instead of telling him to feint, to move inside, you got to knock this fucking bum out, man. What are you letting them do this to you for?
Yeah.
It's like, that's not what you want to hear in your corner. You want to hear some confidence. You want to hear somebody who's paying attention to the fight. I mean, he proved what a buffoon he is. If anybody doesn't see that the guy's on crack right now, I mean, they're on crack themselves. But, as far as Lopez goes, I think it's back to the drawing board. But as far as Kambosos, chance to make a big statement in the division because none of these four queens are fighting each other. He's got a chance to step in there, start calling names, start making fights. I mean, actually bring this division together for once. It's a glory division, man. We need one champion.
Well, Bruce, let me ask you a question because I just thought about that on the last call. What if, of course, this is the hypothetical, guys. We know this will never happen. We know this will never happen, guys, but this is the hypothetical. Would you still watch fights if, let's say, Errol Spence and Crawford say, man, the hell with this belt, I'm dropping these belts. We just going to fight each other. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, bro. I'll tell you, I'm one of the guys. If I walk out the door and there's a couple of bums fighting in front of my house, that's a good day. So I'm gonna watch combat sports. But dude, the best have to fight the best, man, in every division. You know, I'm gonna watch till the day. In fact, I'm going to probably be upstairs fighting with St. Peter after that happens. But man, what they have to do is they have to, the best have to fight the best. As far as these divisions are concerned, I mean the federations. I don't know why we follow them. The presidency is passed down from father to son, and we take the mandates that they give. You know, we follow their ratings. They put double champions in their own divisions. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? This is boxing. This is the best fight, the best in one champ per division. That's where I come from, bro. And man, you know, I know that's where you come from too. But we have to put up with all this baloney because business of boxing is not boxing, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, Bruce, man, I appreciate that, fam. We got other calls calling in, man. Thank you so much, my brother, for calling in.
One more thing, brother.
What's that?
I need 4 more subs on my site to hit 200. Can I drop a link in there, brother?
Yeah. What's the name of your site? What's the name of your
Bruce Goes on YouTube, bro.
Bruce Goes. Okay, listen, man. Bruce Goes, man. Let's try to get the. As a matter of fact, let me see, can I pull it up on YouTube? Let's see, can we pull it up? So you know,
I dropped the link in there now, bro.
All right, go ahead.
Just for the hell of it. Today's a special day for me, man. 48 years ago, my dad passed away, bro. Read about this hour too, man. So you know, it's a special time for me. And hey, man, life is good though, bro. Life is great. God bless everybody, and thanks everybody for supporting us, boxing. True boxing people out here on YouTube, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Bruce, for calling in.
Awesome.
Hold on. Let's see. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It was good, coach. It's AJ. How you doing, man?
AJ, what the lick read, baby? Where you calling from?
U City, California.
Cali, okay. Coming from Cali. Union City, okay. What's going on, AJ, man? What the lick read, man?
Oh, man, what's up with you, dude? Good show so far, man. You coming on a weekly wrap-up show with Chan tomorrow to talk about this? Yeah,
I am. Come on. I'm gonna come on. Well, what do you think about just Teofimo Lopez's next move? What do you think he should do next as it relates to? We know he's moving up in weight, but as it relates to the structure of his team, it seems like he lost a lot of focus after the Lomachenko fight. So, and we saw what was going on. I don't see anyone online clowning Teofimo for losing. I'm not clowning the guy for losing. Losing and winning is a part of the sport of boxing. There's nothing wrong with that. This is very reminiscent of the Wilder effect. You know what I mean? And it was all of the antics that led up to it, and then after the denial and stuff like that. So, what do you think his next move should be?
Honestly, first things first, he needs to get rid of his dad. I believe that his dad is a detriment to his career. And just I don't know if you saw the interview he did with Radio Raheem. But I
have it right here. I saw it yesterday.
That's insane. I mean, all the stuff he was saying, this dude needs help. This guy needs help, man. And that's just the problem right there, because the longer you have this guy around you, man, he's just gonna hold you back and just prevent you from doing more. And now, guess what? I mean, it's like now he's pretty much screwed because he lost the belts on his own. He can't run it back with George. Yeah. What are you gonna do now? Are you going to go if you go back to top rank? What are you going to beg Bob to help you?
Yeah, he has to.
He's probably going to shove you or drop you altogether. Who knows?
No, he has to. No, go ahead. Sorry about that.
I mean, so he's already screwed. No, you go. He's already screwed. I really don't see like what's going to happen with him. I mean, he can go to 140 if he wants, but how successful is he going to be up there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't really know.
Yeah, we won't know.
Like you touched on before, it's like we can talk about it, but we won't know for sure until he has a fight up there. Like, that he beat the top guys?
Right. Yeah. I mean, listen. Again, I can see a good fight with him and Regis Prograis, Jose Ramirez. It's a couple of guys. It's a couple of more guys that I'm missing out. There's a couple of guys that'll be there waiting on him that he can really test himself with. But he's not going to get a straight.
You think Jose Pedraza's up there? Jose Pedraza, yeah. Zepeda is up there.
Yeah, he's not going to just go straight away and get a Josh Taylor fight. Like, you know, that ain't happening.
No. I mean, that's it. His dad is talking nonsense. I mean, talking about we have 140 fight at 140, then fight Josh Taylor, and I'm like, well, I mean, that's not how it works. You can't just get a crack at Josh with one fight. I mean, like, that's going to take some time to work up. You got to work your way up and beat some good guys before you get a title shot at Josh. And who knows? He might not even be around by that point anyway. He might have moved up to welterweight.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what everyone is waiting on, for Josh Taylor to move up. He's more than likely Josh Taylor's going to move up and go to the welterweight division, and we'll see what Josh Taylor can do at the welterweight division. And I'm as a matter of fact, I'm looking at this right now. Seconds out. Radio. Oh, here you go, right here. Yeah, here you go, right here. I got T Diddy. I got T Diddy right here, man. He looks very humble right here, though. He looks very humble right here, man. But AJ, man, I appreciate you calling in, my brother, man. I got other calls calling in, fam. Thank you so much, brother, for calling.
Sure, no problem, Coach. I'll let you.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. Shout out to AJ, man. Shout out to my brother AJ out there, man. Shout out to, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the old boy, man. Do that for the old boy. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music. Julio Guzman, shout out to Julio Guzman, man. Let me go ahead and get you OJ Ju-Man style. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said T.O. Sr. is the problem. He's the hype man. Yes, he is the hype man. Too big MC. I call him Too Big MC. Hit him where it hurts, baby. Hit him hard.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, man. That's what I call him. Too Big MC. Hold on. That's another thing in other boxing news as well. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that, fam. I saw that Mira Khan and Carol Brooks. Bro, boy, that face off. They look like two chubby old men standing in front of each other now. Whatever, man, that fight's 20 years too late, in my opinion. C Line says, come back at 140 and wait for a belt. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, fam, on that. He says, Mr. Wright UK says T.O. would be at 140, what Danny Garcia was to 147. Oh, he would be the 140 what Danny Garcia was to 147. Yeah. Danny Garcia ain't beat nobody at 147. He lost to all the top guys at 147. You're right about that. But we don't know that T.O. he might do well. I have no idea. But I will say this. His dad took him as far as he can take him. He don't need no more hype men all in the videos, not telling you what to do when you're in the corner of a fight, training, you know what I mean? Not making any adjustments, not breaking down what your opponent is doing to you. Son, every time you throw that lazy left jab, he's coming over the right. He's coming over the top with the overhand right, and he's leaning to his left. If you can fake like you're going to throw the lazy jab, get him to commit with the overhand right, slip it, and catch him with a right uppercut. You know, you could probably get him out of there. He didn't say none of that. That's what I was saying. He didn't say none of that. He didn't say none of that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Oh, yeah, shout out to Major Key Boxing in the building. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Bruce Goes. Y'all go check Bruce Goes his link out, man. Y'all go check him out over there. And shout out to everyone, New Media Today, USA Boxing family, man. I see everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, let's do this. Salute. Let me type this here. Salute to. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're a fanboy, don't subscribe. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. Yeah, man, boxing family. Sorry about that, guy. I'm typing something up right now. Talking to the family right quick. I call everybody family, man. My subscribers, I call you guys family because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here rocking with the old boy. We've been doing this 11 months now. 11 months now. You see what I'm saying? We've been doing this 11 months. And this is what I want to say, man. I want to see these guys fight each other. I think T Diddy, he did a good job. He got his son up to this point, but the denial is something else. And I'm gonna tell you why I say he's the problem. You got to get rid of him because of this. Because of this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna because of this. This is why we got to get rid of T Diddy, because T Diddy is still in denial. So if he's in denial about what happened, and if he's in denial about all of this other stuff, then he cannot give his son the proper instructions on what to do in the fight, because what? He's in denial. How can you tell me what to do when you are in denial about what's happening? How can you tell me what to do when you are in denial about what's happening in the fight?
And a father, it's always tough to watch your son take a loss, especially his first loss. How did you feel in the corner when that decision was read, a split decision for Kambosos?
Man, listen, man. You saw me in every round jumping up and down and telling my son, you got that. You got that.
That's the problem.
You got that. You can't win a fight if you're not staying busy. My son was touching him every second. You know, it's just the way it is, man. You know what I'm saying? He was coming up too fast, too strong, making a lot of noise, and things happen, you know what I'm saying? Things happen.
T Diddy is in shock. Look at the look on his face.
He's a people's champ.
Look at the look on his face.
We're gonna be selling out arenas. This didn't hurt us at all, man. It just made us better. You know what I'm saying? The whole world knows about this. The whole world's gonna be talking about this for weeks.
Yes, we're talking about it right now.
Do you feel like the layoff, continuing to push the fight, had anything to do with that?
Don't talk to me like that, man. Everybody knows he won it. He won that fight. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? Now,
see that right there. T Diddy has to go. T Diddy has to go. He's in denial right now, and you can look at the look on his face. Look at the look on his face. He don't even believe this shit he's saying. He don't believe this shit he's saying.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
He don't believe this shit he's saying. He doesn't believe it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
He don't believe this shit. Look at the look on his face. He knows it's some bullshit, but his pride won't let him accept it. And look how Radio Raheem looking at him. Radio Raheem looking at him like, this nigga crazy. That's how Radio Raheem is looking at him.
And I had it 10-2, 9-3. You know, everybody was just upset. They booed the decision in the Madison Square Garden. So we just gonna keep on living and do big fights and selling out arenas like we did tonight. You know, and we sold out the Madison Square Garden on.
Listen. No, that's another lie. We sold out the Madison Square Garden. This is not true, sir. I broke this down yesterday. You sold out the Hulu Theater inside the Madison Square Garden. That particular theater, sir, holds 5,600 people. You sold out 5,600 people venue within Madison Square Gardens. You are being disingenuous, or you are just flat out lying, or you are delusional to even say.
Unknown caller.
Hold on, guys. To even say that you sold out Madison Square Garden. We got a call coming in, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Caller, hold on.
Yes.
Caller,
How you doing, brother? Hey,
caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Modesto, California.
Okay, what's your name?
And Felipe.
Felipe, what the link read, baby? What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fight on Saturday.
Okay.
I was probably about 10 feet away from Teofimo's corner.
Okay.
Every time he'd go into the corner, his father had nothing to say, no advice. You know, he had like no advice. You could hear everything clear. He sounded like he was drunk.
Mm.
It sounded like he was drunk. He had nothing for him. When Teo went in to fight Loma, he was at least using the jab. This time around, his dad had nothing for him. The problem is his father. He has to get rid of his father. His father really loves him as a fighter.
Mm.
He needs to let him go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same thing. This is what I'm saying. Like, again, this is his father. He's a man of pride and stuff like that. But when you're having a fight, and you're in a dog fight, and we're in the trenches together, we're going to war, I look to my trainer, to my coach, to tell me the things that I need to know in order to make the proper adjustments so that I can win this battle that I am currently having. And if the only thing you are telling me is this guy's a bum, come on, son, you can do it. We got a video we're going to do next. Say, yes, son, go ahead, hit him with the right. Get this guy out of there. You're not telling me how to get him out of there. I know that I
Correct.
need to get him out of there. I need you to tell me how to get him out of there. Don't you think I'm trying, Dad? I'm trying to get him out of there. Apparently, everything that I'm doing is not working. So your job is to tell me, what do you see that's going on? Tell me what I need to know so that I can make the adjustments to get the guy out of there. And that is the problem, and I think he needs to go.
Correct.
You see
Like
what
I
I'm
said, I was probably like 10 feet from them, max 10 feet, and he had nothing for him. Like normally, like you're a coach, your trainer's going to tell you, because they see what you don't see when you're fighting, when you're in the trenches. But he had nothing for him. Oh, get this bum out of here. He kept on saying, knock this bum out. Get this bum out of here. Just like he had nothing for him. And as a trainer and as a father, you would think a little more. What his problem is his father's trying to live through his son, and he's camera happy.
Yeah, he's camera
happy.
Yeah, he Go ahead.
I'm a Teofimo fan. I like the young guys, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo. I'm not going to say I'm a fanboy. I love the sport before these guys, but I like what they're doing for the sport. But in order for these guys to nurture and be the Ray Leonards, Thomas Hearns, all them, Hagler and stuff, they need to. Sometimes you got to let go of your pops and then go to somebody else.
Yeah, man. And Felipe, thank you so much, my brother, for calling in. We have other callers.
Thank you, my brother.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
Great show.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Felipe from Modesto, California, guys. Shout out to Felipe. Shout out to Julio Guzman, man, for the super chat.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the old boy. Do that for the old boy. Julio says, the entitled millennial fighters these days do not have the mental capacity to overcome adversity. T.O. Sr. was too drunk and thought Kambosos was his son. Bro, this is ridiculous, bro. And this is the problem. If you have a father that's drunk, you don't need hype men and you don't need fanboys and dudes stroking your ego, telling you what you need to hear. You need to say, listen, man, at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez is a grown man. Let's not some of the blame goes to T.O. Jr. as well. He's a grown man. He knows what his dad is. He understands what his dad is. If he knows what his dad is and he understands what his father is, then it's going to be up to him to make the proper adjustments. He's a grown man now. We don't babysit no fighters, but it's going to be up to him to make the proper adjustments. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Some responsibility needs to go to the T.O. Jr. as well. You knew what you was working with before you stepped in that ring. You see what I'm saying? You lost to a guy who was a 13-1 underdog. George Kambosos was a 13-1 underdog. I want you guys to think about that. 13-1 underdog. Everybody who betted money on George Kambosos, if you betted $100, you got $1,300. If you betted $1,000, you got $13,000. If you betted $500, you got what? Half of that, $6,500, something like that, right? But yeah, man, shout out to the Rick H.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Juan Lopez says T.O. needs a new daddy. He needs a new daddy. No, he just needs a new trainer, man. He needs a new trainer. Thomas Jones says even Roy had to leave his dad. Yeah, it happens, bro. It happens. I think Eddie Reynoso would be a good trainer for Teofimo Sr. Teofimo Jr. because he'll keep him focused. It's kind of hard to be focused. Like this is the problem, guys. This guy's in denial. Hold on, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Because we seen this interview where he was in denial, right? We seen that interview. But let me show you something. Let me show you something, guys. Hold on, man. This is the problem. This is the problem right here. This is the problem right here. When you got T Diddy, you got T Diddy in the background. This is the problem right here. I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. This is the problem. There you go right there. This is the problem right here. This the problem right here. All in the videos, dancing, singing.
Unknown caller.
You see what I'm saying? This is the problem. That's the problem right there, man. That's the problem. All in the video. See, when you got T Diddy all in the videos, dancing and all this stuff there, that's the problem. Caller, hold on for a minute. Caller, hold on for a minute. But you get what I'm saying, though, guys. You know, when you, there you go. There you go. You got T Diddy right there. When you got your daddy all in the video, y'all dancing and stuff, this is the problem. This is how you got your ass whipped. This is how you got your ass whipped right here. You got T Diddy back there. You got T Diddy back there. That's the problem. That's the problem. We finna get ready to go to war. You back here dancing. And you dancing with him. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it is Arthur Hawkins, coach.
Arthur, what's going on, fam? What the lick read?
Thank you much. Hey, I just wanted to say, you know, one thing about boxing, bro, it's like life. It's gonna tell the story when you get in the ring of what you're not or what you are doing as far as practice. Like it shows whether you was training or if you can tell everybody what you're gonna do. But when you get into that ring, the boxing gods are gonna show you what's what. And then know that Tio wasn't really in. I understand his father did what he did, but Tio has to take a lot of the blame. He's in there fighting the fight.
Yeah.
With his father saying in the corner, his father might say whatever he want in the corner. There's 1 million people, there's 1,000 people in that place screaming stuff at him. He has to know what to do when he get in that ring. And I just think he was ill prepared himself.
Yeah.
And he should have known that. So the boxing gods will definitely pull you out and show you what you're not doing during training. So you can say what you're gonna do to somebody, but when it's time to get in that ring, it's going to show it. They can blame it on his father, but his father's not the one fighting the fight. And his father's not the one that's about to go to the hospital when he lose the fight.
Right.
So, but that's my call, coach.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to Arthur Hawkins, man, for giving us a call, man. I really appreciate that. But, brother, let's give him a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, guys, so you know, that's my motto. That's my motto. Like, you gotta take the sport seriously. And it's like, I think he was just too distracted. They went on this world tour. We won the belts. My son undisputed. We won the belts. My son undisputed. Yes, you know, we're gonna move up. You know, we're gonna move up to 168 to fight Canelo. You know, my son 4 or 5 years from now, that's the only one that's gonna beat him. And you know, and you know, then he said all kind of clown shit. Just all kind of clown shit. 1 minute, you know, 1 minute. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, I got a couple lag.
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me?
Shout out to Clever Lane, man. Shout out to Clever Lane. Shout out to Clever Lane, man.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Yeah, man, but you get what I'm saying, though. You know, I need instructions. Like, if I'm in like, as I said before, if I'm in a fight, I'm in a battle. Dude, knock this bum out. He's a bum, knock him out. Dad, I think it's obvious that I'm trying to knock him out. So if it's obvious that I'm trying to knock him out, what else should be obvious? Dad, what I'm trying to do is not working. What advice can you give me, Dad, in order to overcome some of the physical deficiencies that I'm having in this fight right now that can help us accomplish the goal? Knock this bum out. Knock him out. You can get him, son. You can get him. I believe in you. Shout out to John Doe.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Caller, hold on, caller. Do not hang up. Caller, hold on. You're next. Yeah, shout out to John Doe, man. He says, imagine if that was Tank, he was swinging at like that. He would have been out of jail, coach. Oh, yeah. Tank would have caught him with an uppercut. Because like I said before, when he hit the overhand right, Tank would have, I think Tank would have timed him and bop, slipped it and came up with his right uppercut. Listen, the punch was there. The uppercut was there, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So he say Dad was encouraging him by saying knock his ass out. Yeah, that's the problem. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, fam?
what's up? It's Corey. I'm calling from Texas.
Corey from Texas. What's going on?
Man, it's just like I'm not trying to clown them. I'm not trying to laugh at them, but it's just like they got a lot of goofy stuff going on. It's like first you screaming like I got J-Lo and all this other stuff with Triller, and then you in the interview you talking about better than Floyd Mayweather. It's like, dog, you ain't even fought 20 fights. What like that? Why is that even on your mind? Like, what is wrong with y'all? And then like what are y'all doing out here? Like what are y'all doing? Then he talking about something. Well, at the worst, it was 10 rounds of 2. Well, nah, it was 9 rounds of 3. Well, at worst, you got to give it 8 rounds of 4. My son is like, dog, you don't even know how your son won. If you picked one, you gave 3 scorecards to 1. Like,
yeah, man. Listen, Corey, man. You hit the nail right on the head, man. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Like I want to hear the adjustments. Okay, listen. Right now, this ain't working. But again, Teofimo Lopez Jr. He holds some responsibility himself because at the end of the day, you are the fighter. If you know you are lacking in certain areas and you are not ready or prepared for certain things, it's going to be up to you to make the adjustments, not only inside of the ring, but outside of the ring, right? And if he didn't make the adjustments outside of the ring, which contributed to why he wasn't able to win inside of the ring, at some point in time, we can't babysit him and just put it all on Senior. You know, this guy, Teofimo Jr. is a grown man. He's 24 years old. He's young. But at some point in time, he has to he has to set responsibility for himself and say, you know what, man, I've been too distracted. I got a lot going on in my life, man. I need to get back focused, man. You know, and
that's true.
Right. And he needs
that is true, man.
And he got to have a hard conversation, Corey, with his dad. Dad, listen, man, I love you, man. I really do. But you know, I'm looking at the instructions that you gave me, and I'm seeing how I lost the fight. And see, if I'm T.O., this is what I do. I look at the fight again. I see how I lost the fight. And then I look at when I was in the corner and I listen to the instructions that my dad was giving me. And then you say, you know what, man, I see how I kept getting caught with this. How come my dad did not tell me to feint with the jab? And then when
that's what drove me crazy.
Right.
That's what drove me crazy the whole fight, coach. It's like, yo, like you sat there and you seen like the one punch that did work for Teofimo a couple times was the left jab. He went away from it. Then in the 10th round when he got him hurt, I said, okay, this is his best chance to finish him. He stopped. Like he didn't keep going forward. Like you see when Canelo got Caleb playing hurt, he went like a dog. Like I'm about to get him out of here.
Yeah.
He stopped because Kambosos, when he got hurt, he threw back hard. Like I'm going out on my shield. And once he cracked Teofimo again in the 10th round, Teofimo backed off and he didn't try and go for the kill no more. He was like, oh, I don't want no more.
Right. And you know what? I think he gassed out. I think he kind of gassed out. He was tired. I think I think Junior was tired. He kind of gassed out. So, so they say he was struggling to make weight. Listen, we ain't making no excuses. But let me ask you a question, because I'm going to ask you one more question before I let you go. The Figueroa Fulton fight, did you see that fight?
I did, and people down here, I don't live far from where Figueroa lives at in the Rio Grande Valley. People are pissed, but at the same time, I explained to some of our friends, I'm like, look, some judges like countering and movement, and some of them like aggression. I do think this. I'm not going to say who won or who lost, but if you had a 114-113 for Figueroa, I respect that. And if you had a 114-113 for the cat from Philly, I respect that too. So whatever, but 116-112 is bullshit. You got to give it a draw. You got to give it 114-113 to one of them. But 116-112, don't disrespect Brandon Figueroa like that. That's not cool. That man trained hard for that. If you want to give it to Fulton by 1 point, I respect that. If you want to give it to Figueroa by 1 point, I respect that also. Or if you want to give it a draw, like Steve Farhood did, I respect that. But don't play that man like that and say no 116-112. Now that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Corey, thank you so much, my brother, for calling in. We have other callers coming in, okay? Thank you so much, my brother. Shout out to Corey from Texas, man, for calling in, man. Shout out to my brother Corey from Texas for calling in. And shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly Fly.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, salute, Coach. T Diddy is definitely his new name. Yeah, T Diddy, that's his new name. T Diddy, all in the background, all in the videos, dancing, singing. And that's what I'm saying, man. If you're a fighter, you got a daddy who love the spotlight. He love the camera. He like to be seen. He doing all the interviews. And if you standing next to him, they ask you a question, he answer the question for you. If you have a daddy that's doing all of that, come over to Death Row. Sign with Death Row, man. Because it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. Come over to Death Row, man. Well, a fighter can be a fighter, and he ain't got to worry about all that, all the T Diddies and the J Diddies and the K Diddies and the B Diddies and the other Diddies. None of that stuff, right? You know, we got to get rid of the Diddies. The Diddies gonna get your ass whipped. The Diddies is gonna get your ass whipped. You know what I mean? No, he said, yeah. So let him be the hype man. Yeah, he can be the hype man. Dad, I'm not gonna fire you, but you're gonna be my hype man. You're gonna be my hype man, Dad. I need you in there just to hype me up. But yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Hype man. Let him be your hype man. The Figueroa fight, bro, and Fulton, I'm not gonna lie, dog. You know I picked Fulton to win, and I said it's gonna be a split decision or a unanimous decision, and I was pretty much spot on. It was a majority decision, but I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I kind of came away with, I'm gonna look at it again. That fight could have been a draw. It just depends on what the judges liked. It just depends on what the judges like. That fight could have been a draw, though. That fight could have been a draw, man. I kind of had Figueroa edging it out because I thought he was relentless. And I thought he hurt Fulton a couple times. But Fulton was landing those clean shots, those clean counters. So it was going back and forth. And it's, you know, like Fulton come out strong. But it seemed like Figueroa was imposing his will on Fulton as well. So, but again, it was a razor close fight. I can't say it was a robbery because it was so close. But I just kind of think that, I just kind of think that, maybe he might have edged it out. But I want to look at it again, though. I want to look at it again. Matt Cedillo said, what Mayweather always say, hard work, dedication. What Canelo say, no boxing, no life. Both mottos tied to discipline. T.O. called himself the Takeover. That's the wrong mentality. That's not tied to the craft. Listen, it's okay with being called the Takeover if you're putting in takeover work. If you're putting in the takeover work, there's no problem with being called the Takeover. But when you say you the Takeover and you say my son's the best, he'll beat King Kong, Godzilla, Gamera, Mothra, Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo. He'll beat Gohan, Goten. He'll beat Megatron, Optimus Prime. When you tell me all of this stuff about your son and you as a trainer don't even tell him the adjustments that he needs to make in order to win the fight. He fought George Kambosos in his own backyard in New York. You had judges that was not too far from New York that were the judges of that fight. So it's hometown judges, your hometown. You had a hometown pretty much referee, whatever the case may be, right? Everything was laid out for you. The audience was there for you because didn't nobody know George Kambosos. And this guy was a 13-1 underdog, and all you can tell me is, go ahead. You know what I mean? Whatever this, go ahead, knock this guy out. That's all you can tell me. And that's all you can tell me, man. And see, this is the problem. We don't need no more Diddy's all in the videos. Again, if you're a Teofimo fanboy and you're over here, why are you over here, sir? We don't want you over here, Teofimo fanboys. Just to let you know. This ain't the channel for you. I don't like you. I hate fanboys. I don't like a fanboy of any fighter. I don't care who the fighter is. I don't care where the fighter is from. I do not like a fanboy of any fighter. This ain't the fanboy channel. Not gonna cap it. Thou shalt not cap it for any fighter. I'm gonna call it the way I see it. But Teofimo will bounce back. He'll bounce back. Hold on, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from New York City.
New York. Where you from? What's your name, fam?
My name is Abdul Wali.
Abdul Wali. What's going on? Abdul Wali from New York. What the link read, baby? What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fight Saturday. The problem with that fight, his father needs to go. And I think if he keeps his father, he may have maybe 2 or 3 more fights because he won't beat Gervonta Davis. He's not going to beat Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. They'll just take him to school. The kid is overrated, man. His father's trying to push him to get them big money fights because he knows, and they know that they're not on the age side in this game of boxing. They know that, man. He lucky Kambosos wasn't a more powerful puncher. Because if he was, this boy would wind up in the hospital, man, with severe eye damage.
Yeah, man.
That's all I got to say. I'll listen to you.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother, for calling in, man. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna go. You know, I'm not gonna go as far as say that Teofimo Jr. is overrated. I won't say that. He's a very talented fighter. I'm not gonna say he's overrated. He lost the fight. There's nothing wrong. There's no shame in losing a fight in boxing, guys. There's no shame in losing a fight. What it is this backlash is coming from the daddy, the father. T Diddy is what I call him. The backlash is coming from T Diddy. And now, of course, you know, I can't say he's overrated because he beat Lomachenko. He had some quality wins. I'm not going to say that, but I just think that his preparation for this fight, it's the trainer. And as long as he have his daddy in his corner, I don't think that when he gets up there with those guys who are a little bit more serious, focused, determined, it's going to be rough for him. It's going to be rough for him. You see what I'm saying? So he got to get rid of T Diddy, man. All in the videos, singing, dancing. Y'all come over to Death Row, man. If you want to be a fighter and you don't want your daddy all in the videos, answering all the questions, y'all come to Death Row, man. We'll let you be a fighter, and you ain't got to worry about all of that stuff, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, it's Stanley. It's Stanley, man.
Stanley, where you calling
from?
Fam?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Caller from New Orleans.
Calling from New Orleans.
What's going on, fam?
I was just wanting to know. I had a question to ask you because about Tank Davis, his fight on December the 5th. I want to know if you know why did he switch trainers from Ford?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. Because Tank had Calvin Ford, right? And now he got rid of Calvin Ford. Is that official?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just I don't know. It just confused me because the last fight he had, they were saying it was father and son. So I just was confused about everything. Why would he get rid of this guy that took him to where he at now?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I heard that before. Hold on, Stanley. I heard this before, right? I have heard that Tank Davis got rid of Calvin Ford. If that's the case, more than likely that seems like a power move to me from Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby. Maybe just Leonard Ellaby, who knows? Maybe they felt like, hey, man, this dude is not doing what we think he should be doing, and we want you to get rid of him. Because Tank doesn't, he's 27 years old, but he doesn't control his career. He does as he's told by his promoters, so to speak. So Calvin Ford is a damn good trainer. He's been with Tank a long time. If it is true, I don't know why he would have gotten rid of him. I don't know. I don't have any inside information on that, my brother, to be honest with you. But if that is true. But if it's not true, I think Calvin Ford is working with Barry, what the brother named Barry, Barry. He's working with Barry. I forgot his name. What's the guy's name? Guys in the chat. Lamont Peterson. Is it Barry Hunter? I think it's Barry. He's working with Barry Hunter. I think he's working with Barry Hunter. I think he's working with Barry. So I don't think he's gotten rid of Calvin Ford. But if he did, the key word is if he did, it'll probably be because his promoters told him to. You know what I mean? So
okay. All right, my brother. Before I go, I heard you say you was around 11 months. Hope you be around 11 more. Hope you get to the 1 million subscribers, man. I'm just trying to give you some words, you know. I'm behind you, fam. I'm behind you. Fam, staying behind, fam.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Stanley. I appreciate that, fam. I really do, brother. Thank you so much. Stanley from New Orleans called in, guys. Stanley from the NO called in, man. Yeah, man. Teofimo, he'll bounce back from this. He said T.O. is a monster, but T Diddy got to go. Yeah, that dude, listen, that dude can fight, man. That dude can fight. His timing, you know, he's good at timing and stuff like that. But you know, he said, Coach, notice how Ryan Garcia called out Kambosos cap. Yeah, we ain't worried. Ryan Garcia is an Instagram model. See, hold on. This is the problem, guys. This is the problem. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to show you guys this. We're going to hold on. Hold on, guys.
Doing?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, fam?
Man, this is Anthony calling from Gary, Indiana.
Anthony from Gary, Indiana. What the link read, baby? What you want to talk about?
This is yeah.
Hey, you gotta turn the
Hey
music.
man, I just want to say two things. This is my first time running across your channel.
Okay.
And I'm impressed with your commentary. You are funny, especially when you said T.O.
Go ahead. Hello?
And yeah, okay. And the fact that it was funny how when T.O. was talking about Deontay Wilder being cheated and he called him out his name for making excuses. Now he's doing the same exact thing that he tried to say Deontay Wilder was doing when Wilder has some legitimate excuses. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I see what you're saying about the excuse making. You know, and the Teofimo, he went straight into surgery. I think they got a picture of him in the hospital. He said something was wrong with his elbow and whatever, whatever the case may be. Kind of like what happened to the Vasily Lomachenko. But again, it is what it is. My whole thing is this. Fighters win and they lose. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in a fighter winning or losing a fight. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. The problem is when you don't have accountability for why you lost, don't take accountability for the preparation that you need in order to be prepared to even go into battle. That's the problem. And then when things doesn't work out your way, you got yes men in your corner, you got Diddy's in the corner, you got all these people telling you the stuff that you want to hear instead of saying, dog, you know what, man, you just lost to the better fighter, man. This is where you lost this fight at. This is the problem. And I think what happens is, as some fighters, their egos get in the way, their pride gets in the way. You lost to a 13-1 underdog. When you look at a guy that's inferior, and I see this. Hey, I'm gonna answer this offline. So Anthony, thank you so much for calling on, fam. Thank you so much for calling. I'm gonna answer your question right now, though.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir, fam. Shout out to Anthony from Gary, Indiana. See, what happens, guys, is this. When you're gonna believe in your own hype and thinking that your shit don't stink, and you go to talking all of this stuff, and you go to discrediting the fighter that you're going to fight. This guy's nobody. He's a bum. He's this. He's that. The fighter that you're saying that's nobody, that's a bum, you're creating these superior barriers in your mind. In your mind, yeah, man, ain't no way we're going to lose this fight. This guy's a bum. He's this, he's that, and this and that, this and that. And so, and he's a 13-1 underdog. We're going to get him out of there. And then you lose to the 13-1 underdog. You lose to the guy that you said was the bum. You lose to the guy that you said was nobody. You lose to the guy that you said you was going to knock out in the first round. Now you're in crisis mode. You're in crisis mode now. Oh, shit, what we going to do, man? We lost. Man, we had all these, we had these different YouTube channels capping for us. Thou shalt not cappeth. Thou shalt not be a fanboyeth. That what we gonna do? We got beat in front of our own hometown. We had J-Lo. We had, we had everybody with us. What happened? We sold out the garden. We got beat. Now you're in crisis mode. The reality sets in. Reality sets in, right? And you be in denial. We saw this with Wilder and Fury. And now we're seeing it here, not to this degree, but it is what it is. We got a call coming in, looks like from Nigeria. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Good evening, coach. Good evening. Good evening.
What's going on, fam? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Godwin. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Edwin Godwin. Edwin Godwin from Nigeria. Salute to the brothers and sisters on the motherland over there in Nigeria. Edwin, what you want to talk about, fam?
I just want to say I love your show. You're always keeping me awake. I listen to you very much. Because of you, I'm an adept boxing fan. Thank you for your good work.
Yeah, I appreciate
Keep up
that.
the good work. I appreciate your work.
What time is it over there?
Right now, it's about 11 p.m.
11 p.m. Okay, 11 p.m. Okay.
15 minutes past 11. That's almost 11:05.
All right. All right. Hey, man, thank you so much, my brother, for calling in. I really appreciate that, man. Much love. Please be safe to you and your family in Nigeria. Shout out to our brother Edwin, man, Godwin from Nigeria, man, over there in the motherland. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you. Thank you for calling in. Shout out to everyone. We're not taking any more phone calls, guys. We're going to get ready to, make it do what it do. I want to address everybody in the chat, though. I want to address everybody in the chat. Phone lines are not open anymore. Shout out to High and Low.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say, long live the boxing. Yes, sir. Long live boxing. Long live boxing. See, this is the problem, right? Like, we got the problem over here. I like this guy, Adrian Broner. Like this guy, 8B, about billions. We on his Twitter page, right? His Instagram page. AB is going through some things. We don't know what it is. Our brother say, I'm tired of treating myself this way. He said, I'm about to be a full-time boxer again. That's the only real love I know. He said that, right? He said that about a week ago. Only problem is, when you move up here, he says this again, dedicating myself to the sport of boxing for the last run, then I'm retiring, but I got to become champion one more time. Now, we know that the chances of Adrian Broner becoming champion one more time is slim to none, and Slim just left the building. And guess what? But then he goes right here. He says, I ain't going out like one of those temptations. I'm effing done. God, please help me. Help me. So he's asking God to do something for him that he should be doing for himself. He can help himself. He just got to make the decision to help himself, right? He got to make the decision to help himself. This is what AB got to do. I said this because it's amazing that this guy talked about Adrian Broner. This guy talked about Adrian Broner, and that's why I said that. So, we know he talked about Adrian Broner, but this is the problem, right? So, we got these young bucks, these whippersnappers. The guy brought up Ryan Garcia. Now, I like Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is an Instagram model, though. He's not a fighter. He's an Instagram model. He's an Instagram model, right? So, it is what it is. Now, I had a whole bunch of Ryan Garcia fangirls attacking me when I talked about Ryan Garcia. I had a whole bunch of them attacking me. They were like 16, 17. They said they're gonna pull up on me, hit me with some makeup, stuff like that. They said all of that, right? They said all of that. But he said he doesn't know how, coach. He's a screw up. Yeah, he is a screw up. He is a screw up. S Chicago, she says, AB could be one of the best promoters. No cap. Yeah, he'll be a damn good promoter. AB will be a damn good promoter, though. AB is a hype job. Been exposed so many times. Don't even know why he gets media attention. He really don't get that much attention anymore. I'm giving him attention right now. I'm giving him attention right now, right? But this guy, they say this guy, he called out George Kambosos after he beat this him doing the commercial. After he beat Teofimo Lopez, right? But this guy's an Instagram model. This guy's an Instagram model. And that's what he does. He does more modeling than boxing. I'm not going to play any of his stuff. He has commercial endorsements. I think, is that a commercial with Olay? Yeah, I think this is a lotion. He has commercial endorsements. He's an Instagram model. Rumor has it, I don't know how true it is, but when he broke his hand, they say he broke his hand taking a selfie. He broke his hand taking a selfie, right? So this is the problem. You got all of these guys on Instagram modeling, and this is it. They're not. Ryan Garcia is a talented guy, but I don't take these young guys seriously. I don't take them seriously. They're not cut from the Marvin Hagler cloth. They're not cut from the Sugar Ray Robinson cloth or the Roy Jones Jr. or the Pernell. They're not cut from those cloths. It's just different guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. These guys are cut from a different cloth today. They're cut from a different cloth today. You see what I'm saying? And that's just where we at. That's just where we at. And the fans are different today than it was yesterday. It's different today than it was yesterday. You know, we don't do no capping. We don't do no D-riding. We don't do none of that over here. So I want to say this. I want to say this, guys. I want to say this. For all of my detractors who have more bark than bites, for all of the fanboys who send me threats and stuff like that, right? We ain't gonna say no names. This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. T Diddy got to go. T Diddy is a good father. He did his thing, but the ship has sailed. And Teofimo Lopez, you're gonna have to do what's right for your career from this point forward, right? But for those who like the capith and the fanboys, when you say all that crazy stuff about me, this is what I hear. This is what I hear. This is what I hear. When you cap like that, right? When you sit back, you know, and you arguing with people and you're attacking people online and threatening them online because they have a difference of opinion from you. Because they have a difference of opinion from you. And they don't want to believe that, hey, man, no, this dude ain't this, he ain't undisputed, this and that. And you, oh, bitch ass nigga, this what I'm gonna do, bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna pull up. Sir, you have not pulled up on anyone in the history of YouTube. I have some nuclear warheads waiting on you, brother. Have some nuclear warheads waiting on you. I'm advising you. I'm going to give you some wise counsel right now. You might not want to bark up this tree over here. Not over here. I got something for you. This is what I see when I see these guys online. This is what I'm hearing. I showed you this yesterday, right? Shut up, bitch ass nigga. This what I'm gonna do. This what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up. Shut up. I got shooters. I got. What you say, homie? What you say? Oh no, dog. I was just saying, man. Teofimo undisputed, man. He won the fight to me. I think he really won. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. This what I'm gonna do. Hold on. What? Shut up. Soon they get behind the computer screen in your mama basement. Shut up. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Well, I swear to God, if I, what you said, dog? Oh no, man. I was just, I ain't mean it, dog. I was just talking, man. You all right? Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. Oh, bitch ass nigga, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, well, I got shooters. I'm coming. I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You the guys are the chihuahuas of the industry. Okay? Cut it out. This is what I think about you fanboys. I don't like you fanboys. New Media Today USA Boxing. We don't do no capping. We don't do no fanboy shit. We hate fanboys. We don't care who the fighter is. Whether he's a black fighter, white fighter, Hispanic fighter, doesn't matter to me. Car ain't got no roof over here. This is not the fanboy channel. As you can see, I have everything set up differently now. This is not the fanboy channel. If you love a fighter more than you love the sport of boxing, there lies the problem. Okay? So, anyways, let's give everybody a round of applause. We're going to wrap it up and we're going to do this OJ Juman style. We're going to give everybody a shout out. He said, can you imagine these new kids in the 70s through the 80s, 70s, would say 70s, 90s? Oh yeah, if they was in the 70s and the 90s, shout out to Mr. Calls It On.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, man, you right about that. Shout out to my main man, Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
We only count for one fighter around here, Trevor Bryant. Trevor the Dream Bryant. Anyway, let's wrap this up, man. Let's give everybody, let's do this OJ Juman style. There's a lot of people in the chat. It's 400 or something people in the chat. We was up to, I think we was up to like 700, almost 800, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify, and shout out to everyone who's listening on Amazon Music. Appreciate that. But let's do this OJ Juman style. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Philly Fly. Shout out to Pat's Nation. Shout out to the Queen, Lady Shan. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells, the Queen Arlette, the Queen Nick Rich, Bless 365, and the Queen Karma Serene. Shout out to you, and shout out to the other sister. What's her name? Something TKO. Shout out to you too. Shout out to Pat's Nation. Shout out to Dragon Leg. What up? Shout out to Steven. What's going on, fam? Rob, Real, Shows. Shout out to Bruce Goals. And also, let's give a shout out to everyone who called in today. We had quite a few calls today. Shout out to Damien from Baltimore. Shout out to Juan from Houston. Shout out to Mike from Boston. Shout out to Tony from Baltimore. Shout out to Jay from Boston. Shout out to Bruce Goals from Rhode Island. Shout out to AJ from Cali. Shout out to Felipe from Modesto. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins. Shout out to Corey from Texas. Shout out to the I would say Awali. I think that's your name. I could be butchering it. From New York. Shout out to Stanley from New Orleans. Shout out to Anthony from Gary, Indiana. Shout out to Edwin from Nigeria. We are going international. We in Nigeria, dog. Really though. Shout out to Rod Rib Shows. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Jay Brown. Shout out to Ronald Finkley in the building. UGC Flame. Shout out to my main man Shelton Moore, my brother, and shout out to Blood Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Shout out to Magic Keep Boxing who was here earlier as well. Shout out to Melvin Everett. Shout out to the Wolf of Cards. Shout out to Best Life. Shout out to Martin Ramos, Hector Garcia, shout out to Louis James, shout out to KRLB, shout out to Paul Evans, and shout out to Ava as well. Shout out to Philly Fly from the UK. Shout out to my brother Charlo, what's happening? The Queen Nick Rich. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh, what's good? Shout out to Trouble Laker. Shout out to Damian Wester, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to Easy Dime. Shout out to George H. Shout out to SS Chicago. Shout out to Paul Burke. Shout out to Dude Bro. Shout out to Mr. Senor Calderon 93. Shout out to The Yes in the building, KRLB. Shout out to Ronald Finkley, Big Ron. Shout out to Dude Bro, Peter Von Arks. Shout out to seeing some of the same names. E Money in the building, 725. Shout out to Will Sargentson. Shout out to Natural 707. Shout out to who else we have? Paul Evans, already said him. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Black Knowledge, Jay Brown. Jay Smooth in the building, Mr. Flash. What's happening, bro? Shout out to Tupac 13. You know what I mean? Tupac 13. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Let's see. Classic Man, Novienta. Shout out to Paul Burke, Zoe Santos, AB Sounds, Jay Styles, Big J in the building. Shout out to Jawan, he was there earlier as well. Shout out to Danny, what's going on, fam? Shout out to AV Sounds in the building. Oh yeah, shout out to AJ who called in as well. Shout out to Dragon Leg once again. Shout out to Stephen McKenna. Shout out to Jay Styles, Louis James. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to George H. Shout out to G Garcia, Texas in the building. Dallas, Texas. Big Fed. They'll call Al Cat. I'm Dallas, Texas. Shout out to the boys over there in Dallas, Texas, man. Boy, them Texas boys, they do everything big in Texas, man. Big belt buckles, big hats, big boots. It is what it is. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Shout out to Billy. You say, what do you say? Billy and the Hoodos. Billy and the Hoodos. Shout out to Chick in the building. Chick, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Hector Garcia. Shout out to Big Will. Shout out to Deborah Booker. Shout out to the Queen Deborah, man, in the building as well. Shout out to Jess Blaze. Mario, what's going on, fam? Okay, we reloaded.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Carlos Resendez.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rick H in the building. Shout out to Graham Taylor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out. I want to try to get everybody, guys. You know how we do it. I try to get everybody. If you took the time out to listen to me today, I need to take the time out to try to get everyone I can. If I forget you, if I don't say your name, please do not be mad at me. Do not hold it against me. There are just too many names. Shout out to Corey Bradley.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to let's see, Jay Kamar. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Fight Doctor.
Hey, okay.
The Fight Doctor in the building. Shout out to Pat's Nation, the Queen Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Batman Boxing Talk. What's going on, fam? DC in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man, Roberto Entertainment, and light skinned Lou over there, man. Lou Peterson. Lamont Peterson and brother. The boys over there, man, in DC, man. Maryland. Shout out to Gary Russell Jr., man. The whole Russell family, man.
Hey, okay.
Gary Russell, boy, let me tell you something. You was telling your brother some good shit at that fight. Hey, bro, your coaching, you have a really good career as a boxing coach. Gary Russell Jr., boy, if you ever stop boxing, you need to stick to coaching, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You was giving him some good instructions. Teofimo could have used you Saturday night.
Hey, okay.
I think that's it. I think I got everybody, guys. Jules Bandana.
Hey, okay.
Batman Boxing Talk. I think that's it. I think I got everybody, guys. If I didn't get you, I do apologize. Once again, it's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams. New Media Today USA Boxing. As you can see, we got the merch. Click the link in the description below. New Media Today USA Boxing.store. You will be able to buy this bomber jacket. We have hoodies as well, guys. Let's see. I can give you a visual right quick. Give you a visual of what you're going to see when you get there. Give you a visual of what you're going to see when you get there, guys. This it. This is the store right here, man. This is the visual, what you're going to see when you get there. We have the bomber jackets, as you can see. We're going to click right here. Got the little model right there. We got the bomber jackets right there, right, guys? We got that there. Let's go on over here, man. We also have the hoodies over here. We got different colors, different color hoodies. If you like hoodies, hit them up. Hit the old boy up, man. I got some for everybody over here. And we also have just regular sweaters. If you just want to wear a regular sweater or a long sleeve tee, we have long sleeve tees. We also just have the regular long sleeve sweaters with the New Media Today USA Boxing logo on the front and in the back. So check it out. Click the link in the description below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to my New Media Today USA Boxing family. What I'm going to do, we're going to give you guys a round of applause. Shout out to Deborah Booker. Deborah, I did give you a shout out. You probably didn't hear it. Zoe Santos. We gave everybody a shout out that we can give. Paul Evans, Ava. Other than that, that's it, man. We're finna go over to Lady Shan's channel right now. Done Them Season. Y'all check her out, Lady Shan, Done Them Season. Please hit the like button, man. And subscribe. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there, beat me there. See you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.